What's up, friends? Welcome back to 9 3/4. It's Krista here, and I'm so excited to bring you today's video. I know I say that every single time, but seriously, today's video, it's all about what's popping off next for you guys. So what does that mean? It means what is the next big thing coming towards you? What's the next big thing happening for you? And we're going to take a look at that. So this is going to be a timeless read. So whenever you find this, whenever you stumble across this video, that is when you're meant to see it. That's what timeless is. So you're meant to see this when you see this. As you can tell, we have 4 groups for you to choose from today. And I went with Poppets because, hello, what's popping off? And what better way to go on with this than with Poppets? So, without further ado, let's just jump right on in to group number 1. You guys have this Among Us Poppet. So this is what he looks like. Give you a little pop there. So that's group 1 with the Among Us. Group 2, you have the ice cream Poppet. You can hear the little, I'll do a little ASMR. But there you go. Group 3, you have the really cool like fidget spinner. Oh my god, I'm feeling fidget spinner Poppet. Super cool. And yep, this one has a good pop too. Group 4, you can either call, we're going to call this the BOBA Poppets. So there you go. That is group 4. So as usual, you guys, pause the video here and take all the time you need to pick the Poppets that calls out to you the most, that you're drawn to the most, and I will drop the timestamps down below and I will meet you at your read. What's up, group 1? If you chose this little Among Us guy, welcome to your reading. I'm going to put him right over here. But I do want to start off with a few messages that I'm getting already before I open up your cards that I have pre-shuffled here. I do feel like if you chose this guy that you have some feelings of like unworthiness. I just heard imposter syndrome, and I don't know if it has anything to do with Among Us in particular. If you're familiar with the game, there's like a role called the imposter. But anyways, that's just what I heard, imposter syndrome. So if you feel like, there's this feeling of just unworthiness, like you doubt yourself, or you feel like you don't belong, or like you are incapable of rising up to the top, or like meeting someone's expectations, whether that be, you know, a boss or a parental figure or a partner or your own expectations perhaps. There is this energy here of like just not being enough or never being good enough. Somebody's always better than you, someone can do this better than you. Just a lot of feelings of that unworthiness, and like no matter what you do, you know, it's just not enough. Never Enough by Lauren, oh my gosh, I can't remember her last name, but from The Greatest Showman. That might be a significant song for you guys, but I do feel like that is a strong energy coming through in this group. I feel like this group may be having a lot of like self-doubt issues as well, moving forward. So I do want to talk about that, just because that's what's coming through. So let's get started with your pre-shuffled. I have a few pre-shuffled, but we're going to get started with these 3 first, taking a look at what is popping off next for you guys. What is the next big thing happening for you? And then we're going to move forward with some tarot cards, and then I have more oracle cards that I pre-shuffled to elaborate, and we're going to shuffle out more to get details, things like that, and finish off with advice. So just give you a rundown. We have number 12, Calm Within Transformation, which I really like this for you guys. We have awake. Love that as well. And then number 17, the fates. Okay. All right, guys. I do really like this energy coming through as far as like what's happening next. Don't mind this nail. I peeled it off already. I'm going to get them done Saturday, promise. Anyways, there might be a perfectionist vibes here. So there's that. And that could lead to those feelings of like never being good enough. You know, there's nothing, it's never done, you know, like there's always more that you could do to make it better. And I feel like that's just a part of you being a perfectionist. Maybe you're a Virgo, have Virgo placements, although you don't have to be, because I am very much a perfectionist and I don't have strong Virgo placements at all. So just want to put that out there. Calm within transformation. With the snake energy here in this card, I feel like Kundalini awakening might be significant for you guys. If you resonate with that, please go ahead and take it. If not, don't worry about it. I'm also feeling like you could be the year of the snake, or you could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio placements, just because the snake does make me think of Scorpio with that transformative energy. But the year of the snake, I believe, is 89. Okay, so the year of the snake is 2001, excuse me, 2001, 1989, 1977, 1965, 1953, 1941, 1929. But yes, I do feel like that could be a very, take it as confirmation. Again, if you're not, don't worry about it. But this is definitely about what I want to talk about here with the transformation. It's not about you becoming someone else or completely changing. This is about you discovering something that has been inside of you all along and waking it up, you know, waking it up. And like, it's almost as if, think about like a creature, right, that has forgotten that it has wings. And like, for some reason, I'm just drawn to use Maleficent as an example, and how she had her wings cut off. And so this transformation is more so like putting your wings on again and recognizing that you all along you could fly and you had these wings and amazing gifts and talents within you. You just had to wake them up, you know? You had to wake them up and discover them again and recognize that you have this power and this gift, these gifts, I should say, within you, and this magic within you that you just were not aware of or you forgot about. And you're finally discovering it again or rediscovering it again and recognizing that it all has to do with the path that you're meant to be on, you know? And this part of you that felt like you were not worthy or you were not good enough, or, you know, these traumas that you've gone through and things like that, these past pains, you know, recognizing that those were part of the build up, part of you recognizing that it was building up stamina, building up strength, building up compassion for you to have for others and for yourself. And recognizing that, you know, I did all of that. I've overcome so much. I've, you know, been through so much, and I can do this. You know, I'm worthy. And just recognizing that you are meant to be on this divine path and achieve so much more, achieve all the things that you hoped and dreamed of, and recognizing that you're waking up and you're transforming into this beautiful masterpiece to go on this way. And that is what is popping off for you next. That's the next big thing happening for you, is just this being calm as you're going through this transformation, waking up to these gifts and stepping in to your power so that you can go and claim your destiny, basically, in a nutshell. You know, this is amazing energy, group one. I'm in awe of you as far as like what this is happening, what's happening for you, and just, it's just, look at how happy this energy is. Happy dancing energy, just beautiful, divine I can't even. I hope you recognize that you are divine energy and you are amazing and you are magical. And whatever anyone else has told you otherwise to make you feel any other way or like you are incapable or unworthy, they can go kick rocks because you're totally worthy. Totally. What was the next big thing happening for group 1? What's the next big thing happening? Oops. For group 1. Whoa. Hold on. Okay, so we have the Hierophant reversed, the 10 of Cups upright. What's the next big thing happening for group 1? Whoa. Group 1. What was I telling you about? All of these major things happening. I feel like the card energy is strong. What is the next big thing happening for group 1? We have 6 lovers. Love that. What is the next big thing happening for group 1, please? Oh, too many. What is the next big thing? I just need, okay. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have Temperance. In the back of your deck here, we have the Sun. Group 1. Okay. I just want to point out you have almost all major energy here. So obviously we're talking about major things happening, popping off for you, and that is exactly what is happening. So to elaborate on what we just talked about, this is just about you pursuing what really, I feel like I say this in someone's reading, every reading, pursuing something that lights your blah blah. Pursuing what lights your soul on fire. With this 10 of Cups energy here, it's just about you following where your happiness is. And it's not just your happiness with the Sun, it's just like your exact dream life. I feel like this is what you envision, what you manifested, and just it may not look like the typical thing that other people maybe envision for themselves, or it probably goes against the grain as far as like what other people may have given you as far as advice and how to get there or what you should be doing with your life, things like that. Don't do this, don't do that. It's about you following your own path and getting there in your own way. And I think that that is kind of why this is such a special reading. It's about you making this choice to follow your heart, making this choice to follow what, like I said, lights your soul on fire. And it's being in alignment with your, not just your heart, but also your soul and where this goes, where this path is going to lead you. And the fact that you have the Fates card here, as well as the Wheel of Fortune, it just tells me even more so that this has a lot to do with your destiny and aligning you not just to where you're meant to be going as far as like what you're supposed to be doing in your life, but meeting the right people and aligning with the people that you're supposed to be aligning with, being in, you know, contact with your soul family, filling your cup and doing things that are in balance with you. Finally leading a life that you had always envisioned and being in balance and in alignment with who you truly are. You know, leading that leading that authentic life that is you, you know? And rather than walking a path and being someone that you think you should be, or that you think someone wants you to be, you are trying to be someone that you're not, and it's been something, it's been like dragging you down. It's been like it's that imposter syndrome that we were talking about earlier, you know, feeling like you don't belong, feeling like, you know, you're not good enough. It's because you're doing something that you are not meant to be doing. And this transformation, this waking up, this is about you breaking off and doing what you're meant to be doing, waking up and realizing that all along there's nothing wrong with you. It's just realizing, like, wait a minute, that's not for me, that's for someone else. I have another path, another journey, another area that I'm supposed to be in, and that's what's right for me. And once you recognize it, once you fall into this path, and I feel like you're going to have so much help from not just the universe, but your guides, your angels, your ancestors. I feel like there's so much help on your side as far as like making sure you stay on this track and go into this divine guidance with the Fates card. Like I said, the Wheel of Fortune's on your side also. I feel like you're just going to be, like I said, in alignment with where you're meant to be, and you're going on the right path. You know, just really trust the process. I feel like you're already there with this calm within transformation. You're very calm about it. You're embracing it and you're stepping into it. Don't fight it. You know, I feel like that's just the only thing. Just don't fight it. There might be somebody whispering in your ear like, hey, don't, you know, I'm only saying that because like I'm just being drawn to your poppet, and I'm thinking about the game Among Us, like how people try to convince other players of the game, like, I'm not the imposter, but so and so is the imposter. Like somebody might be trying to convince you to try to stray or do something else or stick to what you're currently doing that's not making you happy or whatever, you know. And that is not the case. You do what you need to do, you know. I'm just sorry, you do you, boo boo. Like, you got to do what you got to do, you know? So, that is what I'm seeing for you here. I want to get these cards out to see, like, what came out for you here as far as, like, the elaborators, to see if we can get some confirmation for you. As far as, like, you just really stepping into your power, stepping into your authentic self, stepping into your authentic life that you are meant to be living in. And rather than like leading the life that you think you're meant to be living, or the life that someone else wants you to be living, you know? So first off, we have you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. I love this because you really are good enough, you guys. I just want you to understand that, and I think your guides want you to understand that as well, how worthy you are and how much you are deserving of this. You also have 35 ascendant entrance. This is amazing. I feel like this is you really understanding that you're worthy and you're making an entrance to this new life, this new you. Other people are really going to view you in such a different light. We have new moon in Taurus. Know your worth. Exactly. Know your worth, guys. We also have new moon in Leo. Shine. Yes. Oh my gosh. Shine. Oh my gosh. That's exactly this energy right here. Shine. This is truly about you stepping into your confidence, allowing yourself to step into your authenticity. Somebody who says that a lot to me, and when I listen to her readings, not to me personally, but when I watch her readings, is Chloe Taylor. I mentioned her quite a bit on my channel. I do love her so much, actually, and she's amazing. So I will drop her down below. Because she does really encourage me to just step into, not just me, but everyone, to step into their authenticity. You know, really understand that there's magic within all of us. Don't let anybody, let alone society, tell you you have to be a certain way or do a certain thing, you know? If you feel like it's right for you, go for it. Because the worst thing you can do is not go for it and be miserable and then always wonder, like, what if I did? What if I did go for it? What if it worked out? Where would I be? You know, that's going to just, rather than you just going for it, trying for it, and knowing that you gave it your best. You know what I mean? So let's get you a little more details with this deck right here. I just want to get some further details to kind of like hit the nail in the coffin, if you know what I mean, as far as like what this next big thing is. So what other detail, can you give us more details about this next big thing happening for group 1, please? More details about this next big thing happening for group 1, please, Spirit. I feel like this one, fulfillment. Yes. Exactly. Fulfillment is coming for you, group one. This is not just fulfillment in your manifestations, but just in your life. You know, really just feeling so fulfilled with who you are and being comfortable in your own skin, feeling like this is me and I'm finally so happy. I don't know why. Your group has so many Greatest Showman songs popping up, but This Is Me is popping up in my head from The Greatest Showman. Absolutely amazing. Maybe that's a significant movie for you guys to be watching as well, but this energy is just absolutely amazing. I love it so, so much. Just truly step into your light, step into your power, own it. You're amazing. So, fulfilling your destiny, fulfilling what you're meant to be doing. Happiness. I love this so, so much. Truly happiness and just joy. When I see dolphins, I think of play, I think of fun. It's not just being happy and like good, you know, it's about you just really enjoying life, playing, having a good time. You know, one more, please. Any other details you can give us about inner peace? Exactly. You're going to be achieving that. There's no more of this like inner turmoil of you kind of like beating yourself up about like not feeling worthy or feeling like you can't do this, or like someone else is better for you, better than you for whatever this is, or whoever this is, you know, whatever this possible thing is. I feel like for a lot of you, this does have to do more so with a career path, things like that, or something that you're doing in that sort of a sense. But it could very well be a relationship as well. But definitely achieving this inner peace and understanding that you are worthy of whatever it is that you put your heart and soul into, whatever it is that you set your sight on, you're worthy of it. And you have this inner peace of being totally content with who you are and at peace with when you look in the mirror, you're like, yep, that's me and I'm happy with me. And just achieving that, understanding that you're a badass and you overcome so many things. Koi fish are so strong and so full of good luck. They actually swim upstream and up the waterfall and they transform into dragons in my culture's like legends, I guess you could say. So I do want to talk about, like, I don't know why that popped up in my head, but I feel like that is just about you understanding that you have that ability to do that. The back of your deck, we have purification, beautiful energy, more of the sunflower sun energy about abundance coming through. So I do feel like abundance is key here in terms of what's coming for you. The next big thing popping off for you has a lot to do with abundance. It also has a lot to do, this card has a lot to do with washing away any sort of negative feelings, negative thoughts, negative habits, things like that. This could also be toxic people in your life as well, so keep that in mind and making room for all the positive things and abundant things that are coming your way. Just so much happiness, so much amazing energy, group one. So we're going to finish off now with advice and guidance. So advice and guidance for group one, please. Advice and guidance for group one, please. Oops. Did I flip a card? No. Advice and guidance for group one, please. There we go. We have charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. So I feel like this is definitely about you guys connecting with your guides, knowing that they have your back and they are with you. If you need that sign of confirmation, if you need a little bit of guidance, ask for it and you'll get it. You know, maybe you need to ask them, like, can you please send me a sign that I will know? Or like, you know, if I see some butterflies today, then I'll know, you know, my guides are sending me a sign, or like angel numbers. Pay attention to what kind of feelings or a certain song that might play over and over again. You might recognize like a certain message that comes through or a certain feeling, things like that. So advice and guidance, please, for group one. We also have Lady Portia, Divine Order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Yes, so I feel like this is, like I said, about you understanding that what is right for you, you know? Just because something is right for somebody else, or maybe like normal people or whatever, like, you know how people like to put that label on things when in reality, what is normal nowadays, you know? Nothing. It's what normal is for other people, yeah, but we're all different. That's the thing. I think people don't recognize that everybody has their own path to walk and it's all unique. And that's, I feel like, an old school way of thinking, a closed minded way of thinking, I want to say. So understand that do what you feel is right for you, because only you can achieve what you want. You know what I mean? Like, only you can go after the life that you want and create the life that you want. No one else is going to do that. You know, people might have criticism or things to say, but that shouldn't matter, because they're not the ones living your day to day. They're not the ones paying your bills. They're not the ones who wake up every morning and have to feel discontentment or whatever it is that you're feeling. You know, you get to decide how you feel. You get to decide what your life looks like. So you choose, you know? One more, please. Advice and guidance for group number 1. Advice and guidance for group 1, please. Advice and guidance for group number 1, please. Oh, we have Serapis Bay Ascension. I love this because you have the Ascension card over there. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. Yes. Okay, so with this Ascension card, I do feel like this is just about you stepping into your power, like I said, and understanding, like, stepping into your authentic self takes a lot of courage too. You know, I know it's not easy, and I'm not saying this transformation process is going to be easy by any means. Anything worth it is not, it's not easy. You know, it's going to come with challenges, and if you want it bad enough, you're going to do it. And I feel like you are, you know, and so you will rise above this. The light will be there. You know, look at all the sun energy, the sunny happiness energy coming through in your reading group 1. It's absolutely amazing. And just with the Serapis Bay card too, I'm feeling called to tell you that lapis lazuli might be a very significant stone for you guys to pick up, or have on hand with you. I think that stone is going to help you as far as like your own ascension process, connecting with your inner wisdom, and keeping that high vibe as well. It's a very spiritual, very amazing crystal. I absolutely love it. Um, I was going to take this, but I feel like I need to. This is Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. I think this has a lot to do with you guys doing things from a place of love and understanding that your intention matters as far as like what you do moving forward in your life. I don't know why I feel called to just to tell you that. I think that this has a lot to do with you, like I said, being in alignment with what feels right for you and doing it from a place of love and not from a place of like spite or feeling like you need to prove something to someone. So I think that's very important for you to stay connected to your heart space as well. Your back of the deck here, we have, I'm sorry if I butcher this, Mahavatar Babaji. Soul expansion. Your soul consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. And this is definitely about you opening up and just, I think it has a lot to do with this awakening process that you're going through and rising up and just growing and expanding and just constantly understanding how your journey is just evolving. So absolutely amazing energy, group 1, and I just feel excited for you as far as like the next big thing popping off for you. You're just doing so many amazing things with you're not just the universe, but your guides and your angels on your side as well. So that is where I'm going to leave your reading group one. Thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to smash the like button, comment down below, let me know what this is. I love hearing when you guys share. I really do appreciate it. I would love it if you subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our family over there, where we have exclusive monthly zodiac predictions, as well as our extended reading access there, and weekly predictions as well. Not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you watch this, and thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye. So group 2, if you chose this ice cream, welcome to your reading. I just want to start off with a few things that are coming through before I jump into your cards. I feel like this group, you guys, I don't know why, I'm just getting the feeling like restriction comes into play here. Whether it be like you were restricted as a child, or kind of like missed out on some things, or you weren't able to do certain things, and that may have led into your like adulthood or now. And I feel like rule breaking like might be a thing, and I say that in like a way where it's like say you're on a diet, and like you're not allowed to have like sweets, you know, but you still sneak a sweet here and there. Like you kind of cheat on your diet, you know what I mean? Or like say like once you like left your parents' house and you had this rule where, you know, no dessert before dinner. You have to eat all your dinner before you can have dessert or something like that. It kind of feels like because of that, or like those restrictions that were in place, like now it's like I can have dessert before dinner if I want, or just for dinner if I want, and you do, you know what I mean? It kind of feels like that. And I'm not saying this applies to all of you in the group, but I just feel like those are a couple of messages coming through. Like having to be restricted has pushed you to do certain things. And yeah, I don't feel like it's either like you are someone who is like has a lot of like issues with restriction or things like that, you know? Anyways, getting into your pre-shuffle, we have these three first that we're going to look into, and then I'm going to do some tarot cards and then more oracle cards that I pre-shuffled to elaborate and then unconfirm, and then we're going to get more, sorry, Sky just jumped on my chair, and then get more details from another oracle deck that I'll shuffle out and finish off with advice. So moving in to your what is popping off. What is the next thing popping off for group 2? We have number 38, inside looking out. Okay, I feel like that is interesting. 39, new life. And be magical. I love this card. Okay. So group 2, I do feel like I did pick up on this like inside looking out. For the record, I do not look at the cards before I read for you when I pre-shuffle. If they flip out when I shuffle, I flip them over and I don't. Anyways, with this inside looking out card, I feel like this is just about you guys kind of looking outside at the things that you are either missing out on or seeing things from like, I feel like this has a lot to do with like missing out on the things that are happening around you. It kind of feels like everything is moving except you, and you're kind of just standing still in this stagnant spot, and everything around you and everyone around you is moving forward, and you're just here. And it's like you're missing out on the things, like life is just passing you by. And it's kind of like, I know that's a weird way to put like what is happening for what's popping off for you next, but like really this is kind of like in conjunction with these cards, it's like a step process. So it's gonna feel like you might feel like that right now, but it's almost like the calm before the storm, if that makes sense. So like it's like you and recognizing like, holy shit, what's happening, you know, like I feel like nothing's happening for me, you know, like nothing's popping off for me. Why am I stuck? And you don't like being stuck, you hate being stuck. We just talked about this restriction, right? And it's about you embracing this period of like being in the calmness of it all, I feel like, and just understanding too that you have so much magic in and around you. You just need to absorb it all, because soon enough, what's happening for you, what's popping off for you is a new life, a new beginning, a new chapter, a new book, basically. I don't want to say book, but like a whole new chapter for you. You're opening it up, you're starting it, and you're writing from the beginning, you know? This is a time where you get to decide what the next part looks like. And I feel like for a lot of you, this could be like you were just not happy with what was happening. I feel like there's so many things that this way could go. And this group is kind of a broad spectrum here. But it was almost as if the place that you were stuck in was not allowing for any more growth, was not allowing for any more movement forward. And that really pissed you off. That really made you frustrated. That really, you know, it was just not happening. And there's so much magic and so much star power around you. Look at that, all the stars around you, right? And you're like, what do I have to do to get out there? You know, and this is what's happening. You're getting out there and you are going to shine, because you get to decide what your new life looks like and where you go, what you do next. You are literally the director, writer, star of the whole show. Basically, you're all of it. Okay, so you're going to be magical. You're going to embrace all of these new things happening for you. And right now, just like when you're in that waiting period, when you're in that like stage of like nothing's happening, just I want you to understand that that's the part where you need to sit and just really embrace that, enjoy that calmness, because once you get shot out the cannon, it's going to be like, whoa. And I feel like it's going to be kind of like go, go, go. I feel like this is a nice little breather, a nice little like regenerative state that you're in right now before the new beginning happens, you know, before this explosiveness happens. So let's get a little more elaboration with your with the tarot. Yeah, it's definitely about that. It's definitely about the magic that is brewing within, the potential that's there, and then it's just going to unleash itself, and you're going to just be like, whoa, where did this come from? And you're going to be like grateful that you had that little rest period, because otherwise you would have been burnt out if you just kept going. What is the next big thing happening for group 2, please? Tell us about this next big thing happening for group 2, please. Oh, ooh, I like this a lot. We have the moon. What is the next big thing happening for group 2? Is the Tower. What is the next big thing happening for group 2? The Devil. What's next? Oh, the Sun. Wow. What is the next big thing happening for group 2, please? Lovers. Guys, on the back of your deck is the Three of Pentacles. Wow, you literally have all major cards. Just want to point that out. And your back of the deck here is, with the exception of the back of your deck, is this Three of Pentacles in the upright. So for me, that is about you coming together with people that you're meant to be working with, that are meant to be in your life, people that are going to be exchanging their energy with you, collaborating with you, and moving forward in this new venture, this new chapter that you're embarking on. And I think that what this is having a lot to do with here is starting at the beginning, starting from scratch, because what was happening before wasn't working. And so I feel like, first off, I want to address the elephant in the room. The tower moment, it's done. Okay. It's not going to happen again. I don't feel like this is something that's like, oh my God, something terrible is going to happen. Like, I don't feel like that at all, because that's not the energy I'm picking up on here. What I do feel like, though, is that this is about, like, look how happy this witch is in this card. Do you see that? Please focus, camera. Do you see how happy she is? She's excited. She's excited because her tower is gone. It wasn't meant to be. It crumbled away. Look at it. And now she gets to build it from scratch. She gets to build her dream castle, her dream tower, the way that it was meant to be. Because this is about her embracing her new life, you know? And it's about you embracing your new life. It's about you building your new castle, your new tower, whatever you want to say in that instance, and embracing it. It's about you understanding too that with this new life comes new challenges. I will tell you that. Connecting with your intuition and understanding that you have amazingness inside of you. You have this magic within you, as we were talking about up here. And look at this moon card too. Amazing. See how this little cat is looking in the reflection, and it's a freaking panther. A panther, recognizing that you have this beast energy within you. And I feel like I have to put that out there, that when I say beast, I only mean it in that loving way of like beast mode. I don't know how else to explain it other than beast mode. Like, you have this amazing beast energy within you that is just waiting to be unleashed. This magical, powerful energy within you that is waiting to be unleashed as you embark on this new chapter. And it's about you understanding that you have so much potential within you and so much going forward, you know, and you need to really be balanced when you go forward on this path. Because with this double card coming out here, I do feel like we need to also go forward from a place of like learning from what we've healed from, learning from the things that we've had to detach ourselves from, and recognize our shadow aspects as well. I feel like we've done a lot of healing and a lot of growth in terms of where we've been in our past and maybe in our current situations for some of us, especially when we have this inside out card here. And with the devil, I feel like we've had to really take a look within ourselves and really recognize like where we had to let go of certain things, where we had to make improvements in terms of like, why did we get stuck here? Why weren't we able to move forward? What hindered us? What kept us here? Where were we a little too stubborn? Where were we a little too giving? Things like that, you know? And really come to terms with our shadow aspects, our shadow selves, and really learn to love on that. Really learn to accept it and incorporate that into our lives. Do that hard part, the shadow work, you know? And really understand that the shadow aspect of ourselves are not things that make us weak. They're things that make us stronger, you know? And so with that being said, moving in with that mindset, understanding that we've done all of that growth and that evolving, you know, understanding that we have this magic within us and this spark of energy and this realization that our shadows make us so much stronger by loving on it and accepting it and doing the work. we can move into the sun energy and make these choices that move us forward. You know, with the Lovers energy, I feel like this is just about coming into divine union with certain people. This, for some of us, is going to be soulmate energy, and for others of us, it's just going to be particular soul family energy. It's going to vary for different people who watch this. I'm not going to lie, because I'm not picking up on a specific, like, yes, your soulmate, you know what I mean? It is going to be different for each of you, so keep that in mind. But this is definitely energies of you coming into contact with people who are meant to be in your life and help you, basically help you go where you're meant to be, and be in this beautiful sun energy, this happiness, this amazingness, and just so much abundance and so much love and so much creation. So much of this energy is coming through in this next part of your life. I feel like as you embrace this new chapter, you have to understand that the sky is the limit here, because you've learned from the past. You're moving forward with this energy and recognizing that you're embracing it. I feel like your particular read is kind of open-ended as far as like where it can go exactly. So let's just get a little bit more information with these cards to the elaborating cards. But with this Lovers energy, like I said, it has a lot to do with like coming into union with either a soulmate of some sort. Like soulmate can be romantic, or like a friendship, a family, that sort of a thing. So keep that in mind. The end of a the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So yes, I feel like this is definitely confirming that tough cycle that you've been going through as far as feeling stuck, finally seeing the answers coming through. I feel like you've been working really, really hard and just feeling like you're not moving anywhere. So you're going to finally see that come to an end. Aquarius, number 11. I feel like 11 is very significant for you. So you might be seeing 11s a lot. 1111 might be a thing for you as well. So definitely that energy coming through. 11 is also a number of new beginnings, potential, yourself, things like that, with a collaborate. And I did talk about that with this 3 of Pentacles here. I feel like you might be coming into contact with those people that you're meant to be working with. You also have first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. Yes, this has a lot to do with that new life energy. This is about like you understanding that you are the writer, you are the author. Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield might be very significant for you guys. That song. We have new moon in Scorpio. Go deeper. This is definitely about you going deeper as far as like when you need more answers, when you need more understanding. Sometimes it's really within yourself. You know, I feel like the answers lie within you and not going outside, you know, especially because you have so much of like the Devil and the Lovers are both, I feel like, having to do with trusting in your heart space. The Devil 15 condenses to 6, which is also making me think of the Lovers. You know, that's so similar if you look at the two cards, how you have two people and two cats, and then a being here and a being here. You know what I mean? So we have the Holy Spirit. I think that's meant to be the Holy Spirit, and then of course the Devil. So just understanding how similar these two cards are and how you have them both showing up. But yes, going deeper within yourself to understand that you have all the answers within you and you're capable of doing all the things, you know. But let's get you some details here. Okay, what other details can you give us about what this next big thing happening for group 2 is? What other details can you give us about this next big thing happening for group 2, please? What other details can you give us about this next big thing happening for group 2? Oh, we have embracing. Yes. So this is just about you really embracing the things that are happening, embracing this magic that is within you, and embracing the things that are happening around you as well. Embracing your power, embracing your magic, like I said. So what's happening? What other details can you give us about what's happening for group 2? What other details can you give us? Whoops. What other details? We have love, exactly. So I do think for a lot of you, love might be coming in for you as far as this new life is new life, and then lovers, of course, that we talked about. However, if some of you are already in fully committed relationships and you don't see that as a thing, or you're married, things like that, and I know that may not be a new love, this could just be a new, like, refreshed cycle of your love life. So like I feel like this could be like, you know, romance is like spicing up again. This could be like just you guys just having more love infused into your relationship, things like that. And I also feel like just love in general, like moving forward in your journey, in your new chapter from a place of love. I feel like that's another thing coming through, just understanding, like, being really in alignment with your heart and your soul as far as like whatever you're pursuing. That's really going to take you so much further, and so much, not just so much further, but also to a point where it's going to be so much more long lasting. I don't know why I can't think of the word that I was supposed to say instead of long lasting. It just came in my head and then boop, went right out. So it just definitely is something that's going to be more substantial and more, like I said, long lasting. What other details can you give us? Oh, we have protection. I feel like you should know that you are divinely protected as you go about this journey, as you go into this new chapter. It could definitely be a confirmation as to you feeling a certain way because you've been through like a tower moment recently. So I definitely feel like that's like, you know, you are divinely protected as you go into this new chapter. The back of your deck, we have opportunity. I feel like this is just amazing. Opportunities are starting to open up for you in this next chapter of your life, this new thing happening. And I feel like opportunity in general, I feel like this is something that may be very unexpected as well, being that there's a moon on this card and it's nighttime. It feels like maybe this opportunity is something that you just never thought would happen for you. So that's very exciting, group one. I mean, group two, excuse me. So we're going to finish off now with advice and guidance. Okay, what advice and guidance do you have for group two? Advice and guidance for group two, please. Advice and guidance for group two, please. Oops. We have the Miriam, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Yes. So like I said, in terms of like love, moving forward with love, being really in alignment and things like that, I think that this too could have a lot to do with whatever may have happened in your past, things like that, any kind of trauma that may have like led you to feel certain ways about being restricted and things like that. Not necessarily having to forgive the people who have made you feel those in that way, but forgiving yourself for allowing them to hold space there, allowing them to make you feel any type of way, like powerless or like things like that, you know? And understanding that now you have the power to uphold these boundaries and not give, you know, the ability for these people to have power over you or hold that space for you. Advice and guidance for group two, please. Advice and guidance for group two. Advice and guidance for group two, please. Oops. We have Mercury, open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. Definitely, this is just about you. I feel like if you have something to say it, but say it with love. With as far as like being open about communication and moving forward, if this is something that is really truly bothering you, if this is something that affects you and moving forward affects you in terms of like your journey, your story, things like that, You definitely need to speak up, and speak up from your heart. You know, don't allow people to restrict you anymore. I think that that's a huge thing, because you've been restricted for far too long. Don't let people trap you into that anymore, or make you feel like you have to bend over backwards for them, things like that. Be open about it, you know, and there will be people who may try to test you during this new chapter, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm all about if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. Kindness, things like that. I think that's something that goes such a long way, and something I feel, I don't know, that's just my opinion. I feel like maybe that's coming through because you guys may have been too kind in the past, and that's what has allowed you, or not, I'm sorry, that is what has not allowed you to pursue certain things, or, you know, be yourself in certain situations, because people have boxed you in because they thought that they could just push you in that way. You know what I mean? We also have Lady Portia, Divine Order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Yes. So like I said, this does have a lot to do with alignment. I feel like alignment with what you feel is right for you, alignment with your heart space, like things like that. I do want to take this as well. Krishna, devotion, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. So I do love that for you guys, group 2. Understanding that you are being recognized, and your devotion will go very far in terms of you pursuing this next chapter. The back of your deck, we have Serapis Bay Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. Yes. So actually, group 1 had this too. So really just step into your power. And like I said, don't let anybody make you feel like you can't be yourself, or you can't speak up about your own thing. You know what I mean? Like, don't let anyone take that power away from you. So that is what I see for you guys, group 2. This is super exciting, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this reading. If you did, please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below. Share what this is. I love when you guys share with me, and I'm so honored when you do. And then also please go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our family over there, where we have our exclusive monthly zodiac predictions, as well as access to the extended readings and our weekly predictions, also not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching and just commenting and liking and all of that stuff. I really truly appreciate you guys for being here and being a part of our little growing magic family here. I truly appreciate you. And I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you watch this. And I'll see you soon. Bye. It's up to 3 if you chose the fidget spinner poppet. Welcome to your reading. I just want to start off with a few messages that I'm getting right off the bat. I feel like this group is really misunderstood. I think that sometimes people may underestimate you and your abilities. Sometimes you might get prejudged going into a certain situation, or a certain definitely a certain situation or position that you might be in, things like that. But it's only because people don't really understand how you work or how your mind works, things like that. I feel like you're able to multitask as well. And I do feel like there's this energy of like, once you get things set into motion, or once you start to take action towards something, sometimes you can get like a little ahead of yourself, and you have a little bit of a hard time stopping to take a breath and kind of seeing where you're meant to go next. And that might sometimes get you stuck in certain places or certain situations where you end up in a certain part of your journey or your path where you didn't intend to go. And oftentimes that can end up looking like a setback, or like a wrong turn, things like that. But we're just going to start off with a few pre-shuffled oracles to see what your next, what's popping off for you next, the next big thing happening for you. And then we're going to look at tarot, shuffle out some details and get more oracle cards, and of course finish off with advice and guidance. So just jumping on in, we have number 4, Fire Mother. Definitely picking up on that. Like, look at that spinner energy for sure. We have number 12, A Change in the Wind. And guidance. Look at that. Fire. Lots of fiery energy. I feel like this group is definitely... Aries placements might be significant for you guys, although they don't have to be. Just take that as confirmation. If you would like it, it's there for you. I do feel like for a lot of you, this next big thing popping off for you has a lot to do with something that you are creating, something that you're working on, and it's definitely going to bring about change in your life. And whatever this is, you have a lot of guidance around you moving forward. It's very important too that you stay really rooted in where you are, if that makes sense. Rooted in terms of like envisioning that you have like roots growing out of your feet and going into the ground all the way to the earth's crust, and just being very firm in where you are as far as like your getting into alignment with like your emotional, physical, spiritual, and mental body, and just keeping that, like, see how the bell is very like still and in alignment there, just having that guidance and being in touch with that. And I think that's going to allow you to move forward in this way without much without a lot of hurdles to overcome, I feel like. So with this Fire Mother energy though, I do feel like there's a lot of this potential within you, this potential for you to create within you, this ability for you to really pick up on things in what you're able to do, as far as like being able to create things out of nothing. I'm just thinking like this card really reminds me of like a combination of the Empress and the Emperor in tarot. So like being able to really create something and being abundant, and also having that authority figure, that firepower of the Emperor as well, having the power behind you to really go forward in this and create, and also just understanding that you are the light. You bring the light from wherever you are to whatever darkness there is. This next big thing, when it comes to having a change in the wind and bringing about change in your life, of course, changes are not always easy, and growth is something that I feel like is happening for you. So this has a lot to do with you just really embracing that and embracing the power that you have within you to really go bring about this change that you have going forward, changing within yourself and changing the things that are around you as well. So having this guidance here, I feel like you're guided not just in yourself, like spiritually guided, but you also have your guides around you, your angels, the universe is on your side backing you as far as like what this is. I think that this is something that you have put out into the universe and is now coming back to help you. I'm moving into the tarot portion. We're going to just get more details because this does feel so vague right now as far as like what this can be. It just definitely feels like something you're creating, something that you're working towards, something that's definitely very guided and bringing about a major change as far as like where your life is headed right now. Like I'm just seeing like a pinwheel moving in one direction and then it's changing to go in another. So let's just see what's happening. What is the next? Can you tell us more about the next? Ooh, we have number 6, Lovers. Oops. Tell us about the next big thing happening for group 3, please. We have Sun. Tell us about the next big thing happening for group 3, please. Tell us about the next big thing happening for group 3, please. Oops. We have the 6 of Cups. Can you please tell us about the next big thing happening for group 3, please? We also have the King of Swords reversed. One more, please. Tell us about. Whoa, 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 whoa. You have the 2 of Wands. And the back of your deck is Temperance reverse. One second, I dropped cards. Okay, group 3. I feel like you guys are definitely moving forward in such a fun direction as far as like where you're going. You're really seeing the future. Your eyes are really on the prize, really, with this 2 of Wands energy here. I feel like you're really planning for where you're going and having like a set plan in place and moving forward towards it. I think that whatever this is, it's bringing about a lot of happiness, and also just has a lot to do with something that for some reason I feel like childlike play. I do want to bring out your oracle cards a lot sooner than I did in the other 2 groups, just for confirmation. We have believe in the impossible blue moon, which I'm going to move these down a little bit so we can still see everything. There we go. We also have, you have bonus cards. You have Mars motion. Wow, we have a lot of like Mars fiery energy coming out, number 22. Okay, and then you have first quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your good luck. First quarter moon in Aquarius, trust the universe. And then you also have last quarter moon in Aquarius, reflect on your priorities. Okay, so first off, I feel like this is something I'm very called to, like how we have first quarter moon in Aquarius and last quarter moon in Aquarius, and how it basically goes from first to fourth, and I'm sorry, first to last, basically fourth is last, but just in how that's a cycle in itself. And this change in the wind, I feel like there's so much energy here of you having this like full circle moment. It feels like this, I don't know why I'm seeing a circle. This is like fire spinning, and then your fidget spinner thing spins. And for me, it's like you are really turning the table as far as like where you're going. I feel like you were in a position where you were not happy and you did not think that you could do whatever it was, and it's almost like I'm seeing like Alice in Wonderland, like I believe 6 impossible things before, is it 6 or 7 impossible things before breakfast? And that is exactly what you're doing. I feel like you're tapping into something that's from your childhood that you thought, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do when I grow up. That's what I want to be when I grow up. This is the type of person I want to be with when I grow up. And then somewhere along the way, you either forgot about it or you just didn't think it was possible for you. I feel like it's kind of similar to group 1 in the message, but also very different in how it's being delivered in terms of like your next thing popping off for you, because of just how you're going to be going about this. This is just really about you guys having these choices, and I think that a lot of this energy coming through for you is like soul family, soulmatey energy coming in as well. So I think that the next thing popping off for you is you coming into contact with a lot of people who are going to either change your life or be a part of your life in some kind of life-changing, impactful way. I think that it had a lot to do with you not really being able to see the truth in things, or either being too logical in your approach to certain things. And now it's just about you finally seeing that, you know, sometimes when we are too logical in the way that we approach our life and the way that we go forward, sometimes that hinders us from moving forward on our dreams. And like, we think that we can't do certain things because we overanalyze it and we kind of break things down from a logical standpoint, that, you know, there are certain things that logic cannot comprehend or break down and cannot solve. So when it comes to that, it's kind of like a change in the wind is like a change in your perspective, a change in the way you view things, and then a change in how you approach things. And I talked to you about this earlier, and how people may underestimate you and may not understand the way that you process things or the way that your mind works. And it could be because, you know, it is quite different. I feel like you might even be, I don't know why, maybe it's very specific that someone can solve a Rubik's Cube very quickly, and not many people can do that, right? So again, that might be very specific for somebody, but I do feel like I'm picking up on someone's energy there. I do feel like this is my group who can really do puzzles really well for some reason. I'm just seeing a lot of puzzles in my head. Um, but I feel like this has a lot to do with you trusting in the impossible things, trusting in the universe, trusting in the magic that is out there that you used to believe as a kid, you know, and things like as you've grown up, you kind of stopped believing in, like Santa Claus, you know, you stopped believing in Santa Claus at a certain age, or maybe as a kid, someone has seen fairies and you stopped seeing them because at a certain age, you know, we become oblivious to that type of magic. And oftentimes fairies don't always show themselves to us unless they want to be seen. But for a lot of people too, they have an innate ability to see these creatures because, you know, they believe in that magic and they have that ability. And it could be that you were one of those people and you just have not allowed your brain to go back there. You've closed that part off, you know? And I do feel like that is something. So, and if it's not fairies, it's something of the fae. So I do think that like this is just about you getting back into touch with that side of you and really opening up your mind to that part, because you are putting things into motion that needs like the collaboration of the universe, that needs the collaboration of, you know, divineness and things like that. And I know that sounds really weird, like you're like, oh, what about for people who don't believe in this? I firmly believe that if you didn't believe in this, you would not be watching my reading right now. Honestly, it just feels like you've been feeling so out of balance and so out of touch with certain things, maybe too much into one thing. And I feel like it's too much in your logical brain, too much in your head, and you need to get back into balance, back into alignment with the more spiritual side, more into balance with not just your spiritual side, but also emotional, and in touch with just in alignment. I think alignment is really showing up here in this guidance card, and in this temperance reverse. I feel like you're very much not in this balanced form here with it being reversed, and the fact that you have the Empress behind it, I think it goes to show that you will be in this major creation mode. You know, I did talk to you about how this card really reminds me of the Emperor and the Empress combined. So I think that's just a nod. Like, we have the Emperor showing up here in Mars, and then you also have the Empress here. So this is really about you taking that inspired action and also trusting that the universe has your back, trusting that your guides and your angels, whatever it is that you believe in, has your back as well. Because if you don't believe that they do, and you believe that, you know, things are working against you, then of course you're going to feel like nothing's going your way. You need to go in it believing that this is going to happen for you and things are working out in your favor. So I do want to get further details here for you, but really just believe in your luck. Like there's no other, look how many believe you have. Believe. And as far as like reflect on your priorities, it's really about reflecting on what matters most to you. You know, is it about you being in this logical sense and having to go so structured into this? Or is it about you being balanced and leading a happier life, leading a life that feels more like the sun, you know, where you feel more in alignment, where you're in touch with this playful side of you, where you come into contact with these people who are meant to be in your life and bringing more joy into your life, you know, because I feel like that's what's happening here when you have the Lovers and the Six of Cups. You have 2 6 energies coming here, and 6 for me is a number about love. It's also a number about harmony. It's a number about home and family for me as well. So it's just such a beautiful energy coming through for you. Oops. Oh, there goes that mess. Hold on. Okay. So let's get more details here for you guys. So you have a lot of cards coming out. You also have 2 energies coming out. So you have 2 of Wands, 22. This for me is also about balance, like I was talking to you guys about, really being in balance, balancing out your energy and alignment, and then also about unions, partnerships, peace. You know, I feel like you're bringing in a lot of partnerships or coming into union with soul family, soulmates of some sort, whether it be romantic, platonic, things like that. It doesn't matter. It's going to vary for each of you. So I feel like that's another thing happening. That's really exciting, guys. So what other details can you give us about group 3's next big thing happening for them? What else can you give us? We have leadership. I love this. I don't know why I was just shown the Golden Compass movie. Not sure what the significance is with that particular movie, but I do feel like there may be a message in there for someone. I think for me, actually, I do feel it now that I think about it. I think the significance there is that staying in touch with that magical part of you, because I believe like they try to get rid of all the children's demons. You know, if you've never seen that movie, they have children have these like little creatures who can talk to them and morph into different things, and as they grow older, these creatures choose a certain form that they stay as, and that is their demon, and it's a magical part of them, you know. But you really should watch that. I feel like that's an important thing. There's a message in there for some of you. But with leadership, I feel like you are definitely stepping into that, like I said, that emperor energy, and then taking charge of your life and really stepping into your power and moving forward towards whatever it is that you're trying to pursue here. It has a lot to do with something that you have your eyes set on in the future. And for some of you, this could just be something like, this could have something to do with your career, a relationship, or a home. I think it's going to vary for each of you, as I've said. The main thing that is really popping off for you here is about you stepping into your power and really coming into balance with your energy, as far as like believing in that magical side of things and being more in touch with your spiritual side, so that you can achieve this thing that you are going for. And like I said, I feel like for each of you, it's going to be different, depending on who's watching. So let's see what else we can pick up on here. But I do see that every one of you, this does have to do with you coming into contact with a soulmate of some kind, multiple soulmates. I feel like soul family is just a blanketed term that I can pull in, because you have the Six of Cups and the Lovers. So we also have purification coming out. So this is definitely a nod to that abundance coming through, that whatever you're achieving here has a lot to do with something that you are, like I said, actively pursuing and going after. So it definitely feels like something in your career aspect, or could possibly be schooling if some of you are still in school, but definitely coming into contact with people who are meant to be part of that journey and meant to be part of this walk that you're going about. This purification also talks a lot about like washing away anything that is not meant to be in there in your life. So like any type of negative thoughts, negative feelings, or negative behaviors, or habits, things like that, and making room for this abundance that is coming your way for all the things that you're doing and bringing in. Because like I said, that change in the wind is that change in perspective, that change that's bringing about all of this abundance into your life, because this is truly that sun energy. The sun is like abundance, happiness, joy. And then you have openness as well. I think, like I said, this is definitely also an indication of you coming into balance in your life with this sun, and then you have the moon here. So much energy of that, and just being open to whatever the universe is sending you. If you can hear those notification dings, I don't think that's like coincidence or not meant to be. I think you're going to be receiving a lot of messages from certain people in your life that you're meant to be meeting, who want to like come talk to you, who want to be friends with you, things like that, who want to offer you opportunities and things like that. So take that as confirmation, because that's not even my phone going off. It's crazy. We have at the back of your deck, we have new beginnings. So this is definitely this new beginning coming in. Whatever this is, it's really exciting. You're taking the action, keep taking the action towards it. And you're just gonna, it's amazing. Do you hear how many notifications are going off? People are coming. Trust the universe. Not just people, but opportunities are coming into this change in the wind, you know? And they're bringing about this happiness. They're bringing about this alignment with you. They're in alignment with who you are and where you want to be, where you want to go, things like that. So it feels very much like, you know, this is where I'm meant to be. These are people who get me. These are people who don't misunderstand me or don't prejudge me, things like that. So I do feel like you can take that as confirmation. We're going to finish off now with advice and guidance. So let's get advice and guidance for group 3, please. Advice and guidance for group 3. We have Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. Yes, so like I said, this journey, I feel like there's so much happening for you, and not just happening for you, but I feel like there's a lot going on in terms of like the actions that you're taking, things that you're doing. I feel like there's a lot of moving parts involved. So I think it's about you staying focused and also just understanding that you have the ability to move forward from this. You have the ability to overcome all of this. You are divine. You are incredible. I mean, seriously, you're a fidget spinner and a poppet. Like, that's incredible. You know what I mean? So amethyst might be a very significant crystal for you as well, because I actually have it right here as a geode on my stand as well. And this is a holy amethyst, so that might be something for you guys. We have white eagle, ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So I feel like this is definitely you breaking a like ancestral or family type of what do you call it, breaking familial patterns, things like that. And I think that this is about you, any kind of family trauma that you have been connected to. I think you're healing and overcoming it. This is about you purifying it and stepping up and being the leader and creating your own family and paving the way for like the next generation. You know what I mean? You're going to create, see what I mean? Like the phone goes off, guys. That phone is ringing for you. You guys are seriously going to be creating new traditions, new things, and paving the way for your family, you know, really creating something for your family to be proud of, and not just be proud of, but also look up to. Not in a way where they feel any sort of like pressure or anything like that, but just in a way where they feel like, wow, that's amazing and I can do that. You're instilling this inspiration in the next generation. Advice and guidance for group 3, please. Advice and guidance for group 3. Advice and guidance. Ooh. Yep. Okay, we're gonna take these. Hold on. Okay, we have charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask, and you shall receive. So this is just like if you say want a confirmation or like some signs from your, you know, whatever deity you believe in, or your angels, your spirit guides, things like that, you can definitely ask them to send you a sign, and they will, you know. Practice does help because it doesn't always like, it's not always so obvious when they send you signs, you know what I mean? It's something so so very discreet, and so very just be very aware of that, you know what I mean? We also have, we're going to take this one that flipped out and the other one. We have Gaia, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. And that's exactly what I was saying in this first card here that you had over here, and how important it is for you. I felt like it was for you to really stay grounded and ground yourself throughout this journey. And that would really help you stay aligned and things like that, and really connect and I guess stay on this path that you're meant to be on, and not waver. So just also connect with nature if you can. Go outside, spend some time in nature. But just as long as you definitely practice that, you know, that root grounding that I was telling you about, that roots coming out of your feet and going down into the earth. Like imagine just roots growing out of your feet. Put your feet on the ground and plant them on the ground flat like this, you know. And imagine roots growing out from the bottom of them and going deep into the earth and going through each layer of the earth's surface, so you get all the way to the like core of the earth, you know. And just imagine like this red light coming up through those roots and into your body and just aligning you, and then shooting out to the top of your head and connecting to the universe, you know what I mean? So just really connecting and grounding and feeling, holding that space for you is really going to help. The back of your deck, you have Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. I love this for you guys. Group 3, obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Seriously, I don't know how else to tell you. Like, you are so heavily guided and so heavily protected, and just amazing things are happening for you and around you. It's just amazing. I'm excited for you, and all the things that are happening and popping off for you literally is just a matter of time before this happens. I mean, this just, I feel like this particular read is it's not just one thing happening for you. It's like a bunch of things that lead to like a ginormous thing. You know what I mean? It's about you coming into contact with your soul family, creating abundance for yourself, believing in the impossible, aligning yourself so that you can become happier and content with, not just content with your life, but happy. You know what I mean? Just truly an amazing experience to have and look forward to, and I'm just really excited for you. It's about also like stepping into your power and understanding that you have everything inside of you to go after what you want and accomplish what you want, you know what I mean? So it's just beautiful energy, group 3. I'm super excited for you, and that is where I'm going to leave your reading, and I hope you guys really liked it. Please go ahead and let me know down below. Smash the like button and comment down below what this is. I'm really excited. I love when you guys share. I'm really honored when you do. And so I really appreciate that. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our family over there, where we have our exclusive monthly zodiac predictions, as well as our extended readings are accessed over there as well. as our weekly predictions. So those are not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching and being here, and just I love and appreciate all of you. I hope you have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. What's up, group 4? If you chose this boba poppet, welcome to your reading. I just want to start off with a few messages that I'm already getting from your poppet here. I feel like you guys are under a lot of pressure, or you have been under a lot of pressure in the past. I feel like responsibilities definitely weigh on you quite a bit. You get, you know, burdened with quite a lot of things, a lot, whether it be responsibilities or just other people's things and just your own things, you know what I mean? I do feel like it just, things take a toll on you a lot. Things weigh heavily on you, and I feel like there's a lot of stress involved, and I just feel like that's a major thing coming through for this particular group. I feel like there's just a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, a lot of maybe even anxiety coming through as well. That's just a lot of heavy things to unpack here. And I feel like a lot of it could come from family, although it doesn't have to, but that's just kind of what I'm picking up on. We're going to get started though with some pre-shuffled oracles. What is the next big thing popping off for you? So basically, what's the next big thing happening for you, right? And we're going to start with these pre-shuffled oracles, and then we're going to get some tarot to get some details, more oracles that I pre-shuffled, more shuffled out oracles for details, and then finish off with advice and guidance. So, whew, that was a lot. Without further ado though, let's just get into this, shall we? We have number 60, no bull. I love that. Number 77, the sword. Okay, I also like that a lot. I just heard no bullshit. Cut the bullshit. So I feel like that might be a thing. Okay, let's see. We have number 52, mending. All right. 7 is a heavy, heavy energy coming out here. We have 77. This is 7. And we have forgive. Okay, group 4. I see you. I feel you. Encanto. They're playing Encanto. So I don't know if that's a significant movie that you need to watch, or maybe it means something to you if you've already watched it. I feel like this group is definitely about to do major healing in order to move forward to something incredible. The 7 is major for me in terms of you really discovering something about yourself, and also just doing a lot of reflection as well in terms of like where you need to heal and where you need to cut things out. I feel like there's also this energy here with this sword card. See how there's this snake here, Kundalini energy. So you are definitely transforming and doing some sort of awakening process here, and that is the next thing popping off for you. The next big thing is that you are going through a pretty ginormous awakening, if I do say so myself. Why do I say ginormous? Because 777 is what I'm seeing in my head, and honestly, for me, I feel like you hit the jackpot with this. That's just what I'm seeing. The way it's presenting in my head is 777 on a jackpot, like on a what is it called? On a slot machine. And I feel like most awakenings are very tough to go through. You know what I mean? They're not like a fun, easy breezy process. You know what I mean? It's definitely a difficult process. And I don't want you to click out of this saying like, oh my God, this is a horrible reading. Like, no. Stick with me here. This next big thing is you know, mending the things that you've gone through. I feel like you've like already been doing this. You've already been going through this process. So it's not like you're going through another one. I feel like you've already been healing through this. You've already been transforming, and this is you coming out on the end, you know, rising from the ashes like a phoenix, and really just finally forgiving and letting things go, and also cutting out the things that are just bullshit, you know. whether it be people, whether it be relationships, whether it be habits, whether it be thought patterns and behaviors, whether it be, you know, certain things that really bound you or held you back from pursuing things or going after things, or keeping you held back in certain ways and really restricting you from really unleashing this beast that you are. You know what I mean? I feel like that's just really what it is. You're just cutting it out. And for some reason, the sword and the stone, I haven't even seen that movie since I was a kid, so I really can't tell you why that movie is so significant, other than you are King Arthur and able to pull that damn sword out of the stone, and no one else can do it but you. You have the abilities, and only Merlin believes in you. And seriously, Merlin is like the universe, okay? Just imagine Merlin is the universe, and Merlin believes in you, the universe believes in you, and you got this shit, and you are the only one who can do it out of everybody in the world, in the entire universe, all the planets. No one else can do it but you. And so I feel like that is what's happening here. It's like you are mending the things, not just with other people in your life, whether it be like certain relationships that you've wanted to heal and work on, but also the relationship just mainly with yourself. I feel like this main thing is healing that inner child relationship too. There is a movie that I used to watch as a child. So many inner child references coming up in your reading here. And I think it's because you carried so much burdens with you, and it could have been from family, I think. You know, like feeling so much pressure, pressure like a drip, drip, drip. That I feel like Louisa's songs coming through, surface pressure, that might be significant. But this forgive card is just bringing up this movie I used to watch as a child, and I can't remember. I will put the title up here if I can figure it out. I will figure it out and put the title here if I can't figure it out in the video. But it's like a we sing type of movie, and basically there's a singing tree and this girl who sings, and she loses all the colors from her outfit, and she has to go and find the colors, you know. And while she's finding the colors, she comes across all these different people who sing different songs. So that is the thing that I'm thinking of with this tree. And I'm also thinking of Grandmother Willow from Pocahontas, as well as she just instilling so much wisdom and knowledge. And I think that as you are awakening and coming out of this popping off knowledge, I think that you are becoming so much more aware of the things that, you know, are happening for you and not to you, and like understanding that there are so many things that you have yet to discover. You know, this is just one of many, and it's a beautiful energy. It's like you're discovering that, you know, it's not just blue, but it's amazing. You know, like you're seeing things so much more vibrantly and so much more beautifully than you did before, and you're appreciating all these little things. So with the forgive, it's not just forgiving those in your life, but also just forgiving yourself for beating yourself up, or forgiving that inner child part of you. You know, why you were so hard on yourself, when, you know, just really think about when you're so mean to yourself, or when you put yourself down and stuff like that. Imagine you're talking to your child self, you know. That's how you kind of have to put it. And really just forgive yourself for treating yourself that way, because you don't deserve to be talked to that way or treated that way. You know, you are divine, you are amazing, you're a badass. So let's get more details here before I ramble too much. What is this next big thing happening for group 4? I'm gonna drop the cards. What is the next big thing happening for group 4? What is the next big thing happening for, well, group 4? I love that. Okay, we'll take this first. We have the moon coming out. Excuse me. Let's have the 6 of Swords. Whoa. The 10 of Cups. Whoa. You have Temperance. What's the next big thing happening for group 4? Hold on. Hold on, you guys. I need to clarify because these are the 3 cards that flipped out for you, so I might end up taking all of them. Hold on. Oh, the back of your deck, ooh, is the 6 of Cups. Did I flip the deck? I think it's reversed. You also have the Lovers, the Chariot, and the 6 of Pentacles. They all came out upright, so that's incredible. Not to say reversals are bad, because they're not. Not at all. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure we fit everything, because I have a lot of cards. I have more cards coming out. But, starting off. What's the next big thing? We're getting more details, right? As far as like what's popping off for you guys. This energy here is like we are not happy because like our inner child has been just, I feel like with that 6 of Cups on the back of the deck reversed, which I did flip the deck on accident because when I put it down it was like this. So just to clarify, the 6 of Cups reversed is I feel like it's just touching on how we need to get back in touch with our inner child and really just understanding like how we mend that relationship within ourselves. And when we are mending that relationship within ourselves and learning to like love ourselves, pouring that love into ourselves and understanding that we're worthy of love and whole and complete all by ourselves. And I know that's not typically how I would read the 6 of Cups. It's just kind of what's coming through to me as it's coming. So I'm going with it. This energy here is just really about how once you do that, you're able to really be open to so much more. I feel like there's a little bit of like an illusion surrounding the way that you have really seen yourself, the way that you really have been treating yourself, and the way that you have allowed others to treat you as well, as far as like feeling the pressure and feeling like you need to do things a certain way and take on the burdens and responsibilities that were not meant to take on, that were not meant for you to take on. They were not your responsibility. They were not your thing to hold on to. And it's time for you to recognize that, you know, what you see in the mirror is you need to clean that mirror so that you can actually see you're not a little kitty. You're not a little kitty cat. You're a friggin' panther. Okay? You're a badass panther. And recognizing that that beast, that amazing beast inside of you is just absolutely beautiful, absolutely incredible, absolutely magical and insane and just so capable of achieving all that amazingness that you wish to bring into your life. You're moving into calmer waters here with the 6 of Swords and achieving the happiness, this happy family, mending relationships where it needs to be mended, and not because you need to fix anything, but because you are understanding that the things that people put on you are not your problem. They are not your burden, like I said. And the way that people, you know, when you put up boundaries as you grow through this, as you awaken to these things and you put up boundaries for yourself, people are going to recognize like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to, and that's the healing, that's the mending of the relationship. They're going to respect those boundaries and you're going to have that much happier family that you deserve, you know? And moving into calmer waters, and things are not going to be so rough, you know. With this temperance with the temperance card here in the middle, I feel like this is just really talking about that balance that you're achieving, coming into alignment with who you are and awakening to that discovery, that spirituality within you, and really connecting with who you are, really connecting with yourself on a deeper level, because you're going deep within your inner child and just being in alignment, you know, balancing that out. And see how she's balanced here with like sweets, with healthy stuff, books, and then like also there's like a little iPad. I think that's an iPad thing back there. And it's just all about balance and moderation and understanding like you can have it all because you are worthy of all of it. You know what I mean? And that's what you're doing. You're allowing yourself to have that. You're making sure that you have that, and you're going forward in so much of this balanced energy, because the next three cards are all about balance. The Lovers, balance. It's about union, duality, Chariot, balance, union, duality. Not union, I'm sorry, but duality, balance, moving forward in a balanced way. Six of Pentacles, generosity, more balance. You know what I mean? And it's just reiterating the fact that you have amazing things happening for you and coming up and popping off for you in this next big thing happening for you has a lot to do with somebody coming into your life that's you're going to reach success, and you're going to be in a place where you are going to not only be receiving things from other people, but also in a place where you are able to give to other people in the way that you would like to. I want to elaborate too with this these cards here. We have Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon, which I'm going to move these down a little. Okay, Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon. We also have 43, Fifth House, Passion. Holy smokes. This is another 7. Okay, 7 again, by the way, in case you didn't know. Fifth House, Passion. And first quarter moon in Libra, keep your heart open. So Libra for me is more balanced energy. Libra has the scales, more balance. Keep your heart open. So this is really about you holding your vision, because obviously this transformation process, sometimes we don't see this happening right away, right? It's not going to just boom, you wake up the next morning, all these things are going to pop, 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 right? It doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, it's going to happen in a slow process. I think like it's not going to come in like boom, 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 boom. You know, I feel like it's going to happen and unfold in a calm, slow manner. And you really need to trust the process. Hold your vision. Keep going on this steady, slow, not necessarily slow, but be patient about it. 7 for me is also a number of patience. And especially when it comes to you really discovering yourself and your spirituality, this is something that takes persistence. And I think that it also is important for you to understand that something worth waiting for is worth waiting for. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to just give you instant gratification, because if it were, then it wouldn't be worth it. You know, this is something that's well worth the work and the wait, if that makes sense. And I say this with such conviction because I'm just so excited for you about all of these things that are happening. Literally, I feel like soulmates, success, abundance. Like, how perfect is that? Soulmate, success, abundance. And this soulmate energy doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be, for sure. But let's say you already have your soulmate. This can be a soulmate of a platonic energy. Soul family, like your soul sister, soul brother, soul person. You know what I mean? Non-binary. I want to be all-inclusive always. So I just want to be very clear that this is insane energy coming through for you guys here before. It's not just like one thing. It's a culmination. This is just like the calm, hold your vision, forgive, keep doing the work, and then boom, boom, boom. It feels like that. You know, you're going to start seeing these things align up. I feel like this person may help you get to the end goal and also be very giving with you as well, very generous, give you something and offer you something, offer you some sort of gift of some kind, help you reach success so that you can have the abundance that you've been wanting in order for you to be able to give to those that you've been wanting to give. And I feel like for some of you that might be taking care of your family. Again, keep those healthy boundaries in place though. What other details can you give us about group 4's next big thing happening for them? What other details? Oops. We have flexibility. So yes, this is about you being flexible in what this is, being flexible in the time frame, being flexible in terms of your healing process, because nothing is linear in terms of like your growth process, your healing journey, or your transformation. It's not like step 1, 2, 3, and it doesn't go in a straight line for sure. You know, be flexible, allow yourself to adapt and go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Bamboo is so strong, and so is the tiger. They're both symbols of strength and resilience, as are you. We also have pleasure, Ooh, guys, pleasure in all the ways, I will say that. I feel like pleasure is coming through on a physical level, but also pleasure in just life in general. I think you're really going to start enjoying the fruits of your labor, enjoying these things happening, enjoying just life in general, just taking, like, are you here for business or pleasure? And you're like, oh, pleasure, you know, like, like it just feels like that, you know? Any more details about this next big thing happening that you can tell us for group 4? Details about, oh, I'm always dropping the cards, guys. Okay, let's get one because that was too many. What can you tell us? Any more last detail about, oh my gosh, see? I don't like that I messed up the cards. Any more details about this next big thing popping off for group 4? Okay, there we go. We have going forward. So definitely this is about you moving forward on this path, right? You are definitely going to see progress, and not only progress in terms of that, like, see how it says hold your vision and you're moving forward and you see the light. You're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh yeah. And it's going to shine and bring so much more opportunities. I do want to point out potential came out behind that. So that's why I say there's so much more opportunities coming up behind that as well. But not only that, this going forward card talks about other doors opening up as well along the way. So don't be surprised if you start to see other things opening up and other opportunities coming your way and being offered that way as well. The back of your deck, you have voyage. Oh yeah, definitely. This is definitely about you on this path and on this journey. And like I said, be patient with it, because this is not like an overnight process. I'm afraid to say, like, this is, I don't want to say this is a long ass process either, because I don't feel like it's going to take forever. Like I said, this is the next big thing happening for you, so it's not going to take forever, you know what I mean? But it's not going to be like overnight. I don't want you to feel like this is going to happen like tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I have to say that for this group, because Spirit is saying, like, when you're upset or when you're feeling like stressed out, to ease your stress or your pains or your woes, you just go and get like a boba, you know, and that takes away everything. It's instant gratification, right? So I need to remind you that this is not instant gratification. This is something that's long lasting, substantial, and very much something that's going to be here. So advice and guidance now for group 4, please. Advice and guidance for group 4, please. Advice and guidance for group 4, please. We have, oh, I feel like this card came out for almost every group. Serapis Bay Ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. So I feel like this is definitely about you guys rising above, seeing the light, like I said, at the end of the title, at the end of the tunnel. Definitely connecting with your higher power and understanding that you have what it takes. Hold your vision is really coming through strong there. I think I was told another group, not all the groups, but another group, that lapis lazuli might be a very significant stone to help you in terms of your ascension process and connecting, saying high vibe, things like that. That might be very helpful for you as well. Advice and guidance for group 4, please. Ooh. We have Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. I feel like you already do that. Definitely, you already are that type of person in terms of like care and compassion. But I do also feel like that this is really about you going forward and keeping that part of you a part of you. Don't cut that part of you out. I feel like that's something that Spirit wants to instill in you. Like, just because you're healing those parts of you and you feel like that has gotten you, not to say in trouble, but has gotten you, you know, to a place of like being set back and stuff like that, they don't want you to feel like that's a weakness, because it's not. That's actually quite the opposite. That's what makes you so strong and so amazing, and what's going to get you so far. It's just about doing what's right for everyone, having compassion, not just for, those involved, but also for yourself. So it's about picking your battles as well. Hold on to your integrity, hold on to that pure heart that you have, but also understanding that it is okay to be selfish sometimes, but don't be cutthroat. Don't lose that part of you. I hope that came across the way that I intended. I mean, like, I hope it made sense. We have Saint Germain, karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. I love this. So I feel like this is definitely about you not holding any grudges, not letting things that happened in the past hold you back. And like I said, healing that family trauma, healing that ancestral patterns and things like that, and allowing yourself to bring forward good energy and not letting like previous things affect what's going on for you right now. You know what I'm saying? Letting it go, like forgiving and letting it go, like we talked about earlier. Also, Saint Germain is actually a bakery here. So I feel like you treating yourself to like a pastry or a piece of cake or something like that, that might be something. I don't know why that came out. You also have Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. Yes. So again, this is just really reiterating that hold your vision and focus on that. Another thing, I feel like Amethyst is really going to help you connect with not just your guides, but also staying connected with your intuition and focused. You know what I mean? So definitely that might be something to pick up. I actually have my amethyst geode here for your reading here as well, so it's pretty cool. But that is what I'm seeing for you, group 4. This is super exciting energy, and I'm really excited if you want to share with me down below. And I'm really excited to hear about it, and I'm always honored when you guys feel like you can share with me. I love it, so thank you. That is what I'm going to leave your reading, group 4. I'm really excited. So happy for you. But go ahead and smash the like button. Comment down below. Let me know if you want to share what this is with me, or just what you enjoyed about this and what resonated for you. Otherwise, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our family over there, where we have exclusive monthly zodiac predictions, weekly predictions, and access to all the extended readings as well. So those are not available here on YouTube, you guys. And I just thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for watching, commenting, liking. I just appreciate you guys so much. And I love it. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. And have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you soon. Bye.